on GitHub, you will be able to find me. I'm also a full stack developer and a freelancer on Upwork, and you can find me on Upwork as well. So let's talk about the course. So in this course, you can see that I have worked on Upwork on almost 39 jobs, and now let's talk about the course. So the course is structured from the basics of Next.js, and then we will move forward towards learning MaterialUI latest version, and we will then learn Tailwind CSS, how we can build reusable components, and we can build amazing dashboards and UI applications. Like we will be building a Slack clone using Next.js, Firebase Firestore, and we will use MaterialUI, and we will use Tailwind CSS for the optimal CSS quality. So let's jump forward. So let's see. So first, for getting started with Next.js, we can go to the Next.js official website. If you will search for Next.js in Google, on Google search, you will find the first link, Next.js by Vercel, and you can click on the Get Started link. And I'm expecting you to get to be familiar with React.js and familiar with some basic knowledge of JavaScript and CSS, because I'm not going to teach the CSS, but I'm directly going to apply Tailwind CSS and Next.js, because I consider that learning CSS and JavaScript must be a separate course because it will be too long. So we will just start straight from learning Next.js. I will cover the basics of Next.js, and then I will move forward from there. So first of all, if we will go to the installation section, we will have to type this command, npx create next app at the rate of latest. We will copy this command, and let's open up a new terminal, and we will go here, and I will head over to the Udemy courses. I will create a new folder, Udemy courses, and now I will open up the terminal here, and I will paste the command directly and press enter. Now you will have to wait for some time, and after that, now it's asking from the for the project name, and I will type here Slack 2.0. So basically it's a Slack clone. Okay, we will use TypeScript, we will use ESLint, we will use Tailwind CSS, yes. We will use source directory, yes. We will use app router, yes. And now we don't need to customize the import alias, and we will go with the same specification. And now it will take some time depending on the internet speed, and you have to wait, and you can drink tea meanwhile. Let's wait, and we will continue forward. In the meanwhile, we can discuss what is Tailwind CSS. Most of you already, I hope so, you already know what is Tailwind CSS. So basically, Tailwind CSS are the utility classes, and it's a practice of using CSS as class names, and we will not have to type CSS manually, and it's an abstraction of the native CSS, and it's very popular, and it's very user friendly, and it's very easy to adopt using Tailwind CSS. And once you learn Tailwind CSS, believe me, you will forget, and you will never go to the native CSS or modular CSS or any other framework, because Tailwind CSS is the best CSS framework ever. And it like simplifies, for example, for making the text, putting the three dots after the text, making for applying ellipses, you have to write three lines, white space, like this lines. So the Tailwind CSS simplifies and just provides a truncate class. So if you will search for truncate Tailwind CSS, so three classes are applied for text overflow property. So overflow hidden, text overflow ellipsis, white space, no wrap. So this is very much user friendly and very easy to adopt. And also Tailwind CSS has one uh, extension, VS Code extension, that will help you to make things easy for you. And it has an intelligence. Whenever you will type any class name, it will show the CSS properties that will be applied. And you can find the extension from the either VS Code marketplace, or you will be find that easily. Okay, so for the editor setup, yes, so you can go to the Tailwind CSS extension. And Tailwind CSS intelligence is another library that will help you to, like, you know, you will it will provide intelligence for any class name you will be typing. You will get intelligence for that class names. Okay, so now let's see why we will use why will we will be using Material UI. So the reason is Material UI is a very popular component based library. It is a complete library, and I personally recommend to use Material UI as much less as possible, because Material UI is a bit heavy. And if you will also go to their showcase websites, if you will type Material UI showcase, then you will be able to see that the native websites that are built with Material UI, they just take some time. They just take some time to load actually. And they are like, they have put a loader here, which is like very, it's not a good practice. They must have loaded the website on the first hand if they have used Tailwind CSS. And you can see that the overflow and the overflow scroll overflow is there. And it's like the native. If you will use, if you will try to use Material UI by all, you will see that you will have a slow application at the end. So what I recommend is use Material UI components where they are necessary only, and then on the rest use Tailwind CSS. I'm not going for native native CSS, but I am going for Tailwind CSS, and I am not recommending to use SX CSS like Material UI styling. For any styling for Material UI components, I prefer to use Tailwind CSS. Okay, so here let's check out any other website. Okay, so if you will check this website is fully based on Material UI, and you will be able to see that what I am talking is true. Like these websites are very slow to load, and you will see that they are like the scroll is a bit slow. So Material UI is working to make their library a lightweight library, but it's not going to happen sooner. Any website you can check that is built entirely on Material UI, and it just takes some time to load properly. But this is not, you can see that the components are going here and there. But this is not the case with the native Tailwind CSS, as Tailwind CSS is very light. And if you will go to the Tailwind CSS showcase, you will be able to see that these websites are very fast and they are very lightweight. You can see that this is built with Tailwind CSS, and we can achieve 100% score on experience sites from Google if you use Tailwind CSS. So this is an inspiration to use Tailwind CSS, and Material UI definitely for its components, like they have very nice buttons, and the buttons have a ripple effect, and they have nice component for models as well. So that is the motivation behind using Material UI. Thank you.